You see. What's up, guys? Welcome back. Damn, that was so fucking loud.
Yeah, boy. He said, "Welcome back, gang." Welcome back to episode 4.
What's up?
4 for 4.
Welcome back to another episode, guys. Another banger for you this time. Best team you've seen of all time.
Hard one.
Definitely a hard one. Let us guys know what you think the best team you guys have seen in your time or of all time. It doesn't really matter. I like to give a team that I've seen, not really from the past, because I wasn't there to fucking see them play. Can't really give an opinion on that. But let us know right there in the comment section. Give this a like, share it with your friends, help us grow. And yeah, man, let's get into it. This best team we have seen, man. There's been so many good teams. I started watching football like 2010. Before then, as a kid growing up, I didn't really get into it. You know, for some reason, I didn't really like watching it on TV. I liked to go outside and play it, you know, go out there and be more active and actually play the sport. I didn't really just have the time, or I was too impatient when I was a kid to sit there and watch a whole match. But in 2010, I remember watching that World Cup, and I guess you could put some international teams in there too, because man, there have been some great national teams over the years and stuff like that. So it's open to a lot of things in this episode.
If we're going international, then
but I remember that 2010 World Cup. So that's when I started watching it in 2010. So from there to now, the best team I've seen, I know one of them off the bat right now. I will tell you right now is the MSN era when Luis Enrique was there, specifically the 2015 time when they won a treble for the second time in history. That I remember watching MSN after high school, getting off the bus, coming home. I couldn't wait to watch them play Champions League during the week, watching them play league games during the weekend. And I just remember how good that team was and how on point it was and how on par everybody was, especially the front three, Messi, Neymar, and Suarez, breaking hella records, bringing a treble home. But that's a team off the bat of my head who I can think about is one of the best teams I've seen. But yeah, bro, how about you, man? Let us know what you think.
Oh, I don't know, man. That's a hard one. Because you can go a lot of ways. You can go Zidane's BBC, Bale, Benzema, and Ronaldo era, which was beautiful because they won 3 back-to-back Champions Leagues.
Wasn't good for me.
It was also Pep's team, his whole when the rivalry with Mourinho was there. That
squad,
a beautiful squad. Also his squad at Bayern, very good. But it's a lot. If we're talking internationally, you can talk about Spain's 2010 World Cup team.
I was thinking exactly that. They didn't score many goals that World Cup, though. They really didn't. They would only win 1-0 most games, and they would tie, or they would go into extra time or even penalties. I remember watching that World Cup. Honestly, that World Cup, I was rooting so much for that Brazil team because I fell in love with Brazil since I started watching football. You know, in that Brazil team in 2010, was when it was Kaká, Robinho.
Was it last like Ronaldinho, like his last World Cup or something like that?
Yeah. Dude, that Brazil team was stacked, bro. I'm gonna see right now. Julio César, Macon, Lucio, Juan, Felipe Melo, Kaká, Robinho. Good team. I think Dani Alves was still there. It was a good team. I remember they got knocked out from the Netherlands, beat them. I think it was in the quarterfinals or semifinals. I think
it was semifinals.
Yeah,
it was Netherlands, Spain in the final of that World Cup in South Africa.
But watching that final, you know, that's when I saw that Spain team, and that's when I realized that Spain team had a lot of Barcelona players in it. Man, I remember that it was mostly Barcelona and Real Madrid who made up that Spain team, and just watching them play that final, like, it was a really good final. I remember watching it, and I wanted Spain to win. and they did with that Iniesta goal right at like the extra time, but a lot of good international teams.
Like they had Casillas, Raúl Albiol, Piqué, Puyol, Iniesta, David Villa, Xavi, El Niño Torres, Fabregas, Capdeville, Victor Valdez, Juan Mata, Xavi Alonso, Busquets, Ramos, Pedro, Arbeloa. Dude, the list goes on, bro. Navas, David Silva, like
so many players that squad had.
And I know they did win
They won 2008 Euro,
yeah.
2010 World Cup, 2012 Euro, and
I think that was the last.
That was the last trophy they won, But I think they won. It was either 3 or 4 major competitions Spain won. Dude, no other European team was beating Spain at that time.
Oh, yeah.
No other European team. So that was a really, really good squad, dude. I remember even the Euro that Spain won against Italy in the final. That's when Balotelli had that meme celebration where he took his shirt off and flexed when he scored that golazo against Germany, bro.
Oh yeah.
That Italy team went up against Spain in the Euro League final. In the final, and Spain won. I was rooting for Spain. Like that Spain team was insane. They had so many good players. So yeah, an international team for me would have to be that Spain team.
Yeah. That
won the World Cup, and they went on and got the 2008 Euro, 2012 Euro. Like they were just balling, bro. They were winning major competitions. I wanted them to win the Confederations Cup.
But they lost, didn't they?
Yeah, I think Brazil won it. Brazil won that Confederations Cup in 2013. It was the summer before the actual World Cup in Brazil.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember those games, dude. Brazil played Spain. Neymar pretty much put his team on the back. I know he scored, and Brazil won that game against Spain. And then I was like, damn, like Brazil has always been another favorite of mine. Like they've always had a team. Brazil, although they haven't been able to do good in the past World Cups, which is crazy because they're still number one. They got 5 World Cups, but 2014 humiliated by Germany. 2018, I forgot who they lost to, but they I think it was.
Was it in France? No, it wasn't.
No.
Oh,
I have to see that. Yeah, 2018. That was in Russia. They lost. Oh, it was to Belgium.
Oh yeah.
They lost to Belgium. 2022, they lose to Croatia. So, and that's like, it's just been bad for them, dude. I think it was the quarterfinals they lost to Croatia, the quarterfinals against Belgium that they lost, quarterfinals that they lost to
Germany.
Yeah, Germany 7-1. Like, dude,
that's crazy.
Yeah, but they've always had the players, man. Like Brazil always has really, really good players, man. They have phenomenal players, but I gotta give it to that Spain team.
Yeah,
definitely to the Spain team.
International was, yeah, I'll say Spain.
But what about club football, man? I said MSN already in that Barcelona team. How about you?
I would probably go with MSN as well. I would.
And this is coming from a Real Madrid fan.
The way they played,
that's crazy.
It was just beautiful football. It's like saying when Pep is right now at City, or when Barca just tiki-taka everything. Even though I hated it, now that you get older, you appreciate it more. You're just like, damn, like that's how much they build up, and then poof, in a matter of seconds, you're from one half to the other side and then back in that.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man, that was a goated
That was
squad.
A very, very special team. That was who was that? Coach Pep or Luis Enrique?
No, it was Luis Enrique.
Yeah, the Luis Enrique squad was good.
That team, Rakitic was good.
Yeah,
it was coming from Sevilla. Yeah. Rakitic was there. Iniesta was still playing. Busquets, Neymar, Suarez, Messi. Dani Alves was there. Piqué when Piqué was good. Mascherano was there. Jordi Alba.
Young Jordi Alba.
Young Jordi Alba, he was a beast.
And then was it Ter Stegen or Valdez?
Ter Stegen / Claudio Bravo.
Oh yeah, I forgot about.
Yeah, that's when Bravo was there.
Yeah, damn. No, that's a good squad. I mean, you could.
Defense wise was kind of
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, that MSN chemistry was so much that they didn't really need too much defense.
Yeah,
because they were just scoring.
My second backup would be the 3P Madrid team. That would be my second one.
BBC area.
Close second. Like I don't know. It's just close second for me. I feel like winning the 3P in the Champions League and shit.
It's not for everybody.
It's not. It's a very selective few that actually do reach that goal. It's hard going there. Look at Madrid last season. Literally had to go through a gauntlet of teams just to get to the final. So I feel like those are special because of the way they just played and all that. Obviously, we beat Liverpool the first one. And then who was the second one?
Y'all beat Atletico Madrid in one of those.
So
you beat Liverpool in one, and you beat
not Liverpool again.
No, it was Juventus.
Oh yeah.
Juventus, Liverpool, Atletico.
Yeah.
Not in that order, but those are the three teams.
Yeah, we went back to back. Yeah.
That they lost to,
but they
won in the final.
It was just like wow, like back to back teams to me of my era. If we're gonna base it off our era, that was. I'll probably very, very close, but MSN.
Yeah, MSN, and that Real Madrid team that got the 3-peat. Honestly, top two squads. But you can also put a Bayern Munich in there, bro, because Bayern Munich also won a treble.
I mean, I didn't go Bayern Munich's.
They won a treble in their history.
Yeah,
but not with Pep. It was when I forgot that man's name who was there in 2012 for Bayern Munich, but
I know who you're thinking of here talking about.
Yeah, it's like his face comes up, but
you could also put Jurgen Klopp Dortmund run when they went all the way to the finals and lost to Bayern in the finals. On that insane Lewandowski.
I saw that final. It was
I think it was a Mueller goal. Also, that Chelsea team that beat fucking Bayern in the finals.
Oh, Heinix.
There you go.
That Bayern squad right there. He won a treble with them, and they had a great squad during that time too.
Yeah, very great squad. It's also like, what was I saying? The Dortmund squad. That one was a good one.
The team that they had, bro.
Lewandowski, Götze, Royce, Gundogan, and then you had Hummels. You had a Windefeller. You had a good squad.
Aubameyang, very young Aubameyang. On the bench, because man, Lewandowski with Royce. Yeah, I think you already said that, man. But they had a very good team, Dortmund, that year too, and even Man City. I guess the last couple years, and now, like, look at the team they have. Like, man, they got superstars on their team.
Yeah,
that's a well put together team. And that's what I'm saying about Guardiola. And if you guys don't know, our third episode, best manager of all time, is where we talk about it, and we have a debate about the manager. Guardiola at Bayern Munich, great squad he formed. Man City, great squad he formed. Just can't win Champions League with them, sadly. But those teams, man, you can also put them up there as one of the best teams that you guys have probably seen. But yeah,
I would say
MSN, like I said, to me, crazy team. International Spain, insane.
Yeah.
But even that France squad was good.
I mean, if we're talking about now as well, you can say the France squad of today, the Mbappe, the Coleman, the Pogba. Well, I don't know, Pogba hasn't been there, but the N'Golo Kantés, the
Chouameni,
the Camavingas, the Theo Hernandezes, and Mike Maignan, the Hugo. That France squad, the
Upamecano,
Koundé, Upamecano, Varane, like
that France team is stacked. Even in 2018, Pavard, Dembele, yeah, like, dude,
you got players on that team. That team is also stacked right now.
Very, very good.
You can also say the Argentina team right now as well.
Young and up and coming players for sure.
You got you got Dibu at keep. You got Guti Romero and Lee Chao.
Enzo Fernandez in the midfield.
And so you got Messi.
Julian Alvarez. Messi's he's going to leave,
you got,
but still.
Obviously Di Maria on the right.
Yeah.
You got all these young, good players that are like.
But to me, that France squad has way younger players and way better players than Argentina.
Oh, yeah.
Argentina won the World Cup. I'm so happy for them and Messi. But that France team,
you can make
look at them now, like you can make 2 or 3 teams with those players.
Out of all those players.
And they're young, too.
And they'll be the same, as good as the first team.
Even Germany's starting to get some young players. But Germany over the years, they're falling off.
They are.
They haven't been able.
They haven't made it to
produce the young talent, huh?
They didn't get past the group stages this season?
They got out of the group stages. 2018 World Cup, they crashed out as well. They didn't get far.
In Russia, right?
Yeah. So Germany hasn't been producing young talent, not at the rate that France is doing, as of right now. But yeah, that France team right now is looking real good. They're looking scary. But
we're going off trophy wise, I'll say yeah.
But that Spain team from back then versus the France now, who do you got? That squad back then, 2010, we already read up the players who was playing there versus the France of even last World Cup, because they could have won the last World Cup too. That was a very great game.
They did win last World Cup.
I'm talking about they won that one. I'm talking about last year, like in December.
Oh yeah,
against Argentina. They lost, but they still put up a good fight, and they had good players too. So it's like France made back-to-back World Cup finals.
Oh,
they won one.
Yeah.
They had the Euro. They haven't. Did they win? I don't think they won the Euro.
No, I don't think they lost to Portugal. I think
that was a long time ago, though. But who won the Euro recently? I'm gonna have to see that real quick. But that France squad, back-to-back World Cups. But Spain,
I would give it to Spain, just because of the ballers there on that team. That Spain team was a well-oiled machine.
Italy won the last Euro. Italy against England.
Italy hasn't even been in the World Cup lately. So,
but who would you say?
I would say Spain.
Spain,
because of the ballers they have. They're just different. They that team knew each other, knew where they were gonna be, knew where to pass the ball, and bang, bang, bang. They literally won the treble of, I guess you can say, Europe.
International, yeah, Europe.
You won a World Cup, then you won a Euro, then a World Cup, and then another Euro? Come on now. That's just different gravy, bro. Not even France. I don't even think this France team can do that. Because you got so much talent across the whole board.
Yeah.
You got so much talent where, the likes of Portugal getting better with Joao Felix. You got Paulinho, Vitinha. You got Rafael Leao. Gonzalo Ramos from Benfica. You got players. You got England, even though, in my opinion, they need a new coach. England's still a good team. You got Italy, where they should be a fucking top dog right now, but they're not. There's teams out here that are getting better and better, but I feel like Spain at that time was just different gravy, and it was hard. I mean, in my opinion, it was harder because
that's crazy. Yeah, Spain did. Yeah, like you said, they pulled off that treble, man. 2008 Euro, 2010 World Cup, 2012 Euro. Compared to France, 2018 World Cup, 2020 Euro they lost. 2022 World Cup final they lost. So I agree with you. I have to give it to that Spain team. That Spain team, different. Mostly Barcelona, Real Madrid players. And that's when Barcelona and Real Madrid were in their prime. Like Guardiola versus Mourinho era.
That's what I'm saying.
Top 2 teams of the world. And they were all mostly Spaniard. And they put... That was Spain. You want to see a Barcelona, Real Madrid team with players come together? That's that Spain team in those years. And they were unstoppable, bro.
Yeah.
They didn't, in that Euro 2012 final against Italy, they didn't just beat them 1-0. I think it was 4-5-0 or 4-1, something like that.
But yeah.
Crashed them out, bro.
One of these days we're going to react to a video of some highlights from that era, because that 2010 era is just different. That Spain team, baller.
Yeah. Real soon we're going to get this whole camera. You guys are going to be able to see us in video and stuff. You don't always just have to listen to us, but we're going to get that going very, very soon, as we keep growing, as you guys keep helping us out by giving it a like, sharing, watching the videos, interacting with us. We can start bringing more and more into the channel, but I hope you guys are liking all this. But yeah, man,
but saying that, with the whole best team, which out of all the teams you've seen play, or not even just these teams in general, what is the best moment best football match that you've experienced or most memorable for you, whether it's MSN or some other game that you watch? Just what's one game, not even one game, just let's go couple.
So some that comes straight off the head, definitely 2012. And I'm a big Barcelona fan, so I'm sorry guys, I'm gonna be so biased to Barcelona on this channel because I love them. That's my team. 2012 Champions League, Barcelona versus Milan. Milan beat us 2-0 at their house in San Siro. They beat us 2-0, and I remember the second leg, everybody on social media, that's when social media was getting bigger. People were saying, can Barcelona pull the comeback? Man, I remember I would watch that team in my chemistry class. I would pull them up, some days we would have like the laptops in class and I would pull up highlights. I wouldn't even care what the teacher had to say. I'd be watching the highlights, bro. Anyways, I came home from school, got off the bus, turned the game on, and the second leg was at Camp Nou. Barcelona had to pull a 3-0 or more victory. And that's when Champions League had the away goal rule. It's not there anymore, but that's when they had the away goal rule at that time, which I'm actually glad they took it away. I think it's better that the aggregate is based like on how many goals you score, not like, oh, it should count as double because you scored away. Anyways,
Exactly.
That 2012 Barcelona came back and pulled a 4-0 victory over Milan. And I just remember that game a lot because, like I said, that's when social media was getting big, bro. And I would see all these people talking shit about Barcelona in the comments and everything like that on Instagram and stuff. So it felt good. It felt good that Barcelona was able to pull a comeback like that. And, it's just something I remember. And then obviously just the MSN era when they won the Champions League and they had that little run where they beat PSG. They had PSG in the group. Then they went off and eliminated PSG in like the round of 16, or no, the quarterfinals. But still, they beat a Man City team, a PSG team, a Bayern team, and then they won against Juventus in the final. So they went off and they had a really good run that year. So, and you can agree with, and you can argue and put Real Madrid there, what they did last season, and they beat all those big teams. And they came back and won the Champions League. So for me, MSN run during the 2015 Champions League, in that Milan game that Barcelona was able to win 4-0 and come back, those times I will always remember those games.
Mine will be the 90 Ramos, the Sergio Ramos goal.
Atletico, bro, I hated that, man. That was watching the game, and
that was the best. That was the best version.
I was so ready to rub it in this guy's face that Atletico won the Champions League next thing. And I think we were at our friend, shout out Jay's house.
Yeah, we were with him and his dad.
We were watching it right there, and I think everybody was going for Atletico, and you were the only one going for Real Madrid.
I remember his dad. I remember that shit vividly. His dad said, "This is the last chance to still have," and boom,
he scored it. Ramos,
90 Ramos. But yeah, that moment, I gotta give you that one. Another one for me is probably the PSG run and the PSG series and the City series this past season. When we came back in that fashion in both games. I remember both of them. I remember the PSG one.
Yeah.
We were at the gym. We went to the gym and the game wasn't over yet. And we were on the treadmill and they just scored. I remember that. It was there. And then the City one was when I was at work and I was watching the game and I was like, yeah, this game's over. And then next thing you know, they score in the last minutes and we go to extra time and then we win because of a penalty. But that moment probably will always be engraved in my skin. or not in my skin. In my,
This guy said in his-
my head.
For sure, bro. Those.
But if we're talking about not our teams, I feel like if you ever, I don't know if you watched the video of the Watford versus Leicester when Watford got promoted.
Oh yeah, dude. Come on? If you're a real football fan, you know you've seen that clip. Penalty save, counter attack,
and then
goal.
Then jumps into the crowd. Bad moment. And then I don't know if personally me, I would say when Ronaldo scored that bicycle kick against Juventus and they applauded him.
Oh man,
that was crazy.
I'll give you one. Messi 90-minute goal, takes his shirt off at the Bernabeu.
Yeah.
Shows the fans, the crowd, that he is their king.
And then
he is their daddy.
A couple weeks later, or not even a week, I think it was like a year later, Ronaldo did the same thing.
Yeah, I remember that.
And then he
got to copy Messi.
And then he got red carded and got him.
That's what he gets, bro. You're gonna get red carded. You know, these refs be our Barcelona side, bro. They're like, oh, you gonna disrespect us? Boom, red card.
That moment, yeah. What else? There's a couple good moments. Heartbreaking moments, maybe when no era penal, when was it Robin threw himself?
Yep.
And we lost that in the World Cup. I think that was
2000. That was in Brazil, man. I remember that. I was in the streets of Colombia. I was out there walking around, and I forgot, we were like at some town center and all that. And yeah, they had the game on every TV, and we sat down at this restaurant, and I was watching it. And then I saw when Robin threw himself and all that. Man, Mexico should have won that. The same year that Colombia lost to Brazil, and si era gol de Yepes, he scored that goal. Should have been 2-2. It should have went into extra time, but it didn't. Brazil ended up winning 2-1.
Yeah, but that's probably one of the.
I remember that too, man. Like being in Colombia in that time during the 2014 World Cup. I was there for like the whole month that the World Cup was going on, and like being back in that country, you know, and seeing the passion that these people have for that team and for their country, and watching every game with them, and every time they scored, everyone's just jumping up and celebrating and stuff. Like it's a great feeling, man. It's a great feeling. That's why I love the sport. And even that time, I will always remember that, man. I'll always remember that World Cup. I'll always remember that moment. So yeah, man, that's also another one.
Another one for me, even though Boca lost the Copa Libertadores to River, that game was so good. If you go back and watch that game was...
When was that? Because I remember watching a final between them two. And
yeah.
It was I think it was that one.
I don't know what year it was, but the
2018?
first leg, I think it was at the Bombonera, and then something happened at the stadium of River.
River won, right?
Yeah, River won.
Yep.
But the second leg, they played it in El Bernabeu. They played it in Madrid because something happened in Argentina that happened in Argentina that something with the fans, that they broke the glass from the bus from Boca or some shit. And yeah, but that final alone, I know I'm a Boca fan. They lost, but still, it
was 2018, bro. River won 5-3.
Yeah, that was a good
remember
final.
that. I remember watching the second leg 3-1.
Just watching Argentinian football, it's just especially the rivalries.
Mm-hmm.
Different gravy, man. Different fucking gravy. Those games are just different. But yeah, that was probably one of them. Another memorable heartbreak moment, but it was a good moment because it was just the passion. Like you could just see the passion there.
Man, I remember that game because they had a Colombian playing, Quintero.
Yeah, he's the one that scored
He scored a fucking banger, man.
He was the one that scored that winner goal.
He scored a banger, bro. I remember that game. I was watching it with my dad, dude. I definitely remember that game, and that's also, I guess I want to say I remember it too much like the other ones I told you about, but yeah, man, there's a lot of great games that I can remember, but yeah, there's too many games, man. This is why I love the sport, because wherever I'm at, and I remember last season's final, Liverpool, Real Madrid, I was rooting for Liverpool. You know, I was rooting for them, and I was in Miami at the time. I was at the beach watching the game and everything, and I will always remember that.
Oh, I remember it.
Something so simple.
I remember I was at Taco Mac with Jay and my sister. And the funny thing, when Madrid scored, I went to go hug this random dude that was sitting like next to us. That was a Madrid fan too, and they were like, "Damn, he gets a hug before us." I'm like, "Yeah." I mean, I was literally. If you were there,
that's the love for the team.
If you were there, you would have been like, "Damn, this man's literally watching at his house." Because I was just screaming and yelling. I'm like, "What the fuck is going on?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "Yeah." But that was also a memorable moment.
Man, that's why I love the fucking game, man. That's why I love the sport. Just little things like that. You know, you always go back and remember certain games, and it takes you back to certain memories in life, you know, just based off the games that you watched. And yeah, man, that's why I love the sport. So anyways, guys, that's the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed listening to it. Like we said, video coming soon. You're going to be able to see us now, not only just hear us, but help us grow. Like we say in every video, give it a like, share. Thank you guys for listening so much. Thank you for all the views that you guys give us. Hope you guys enjoy, and let us know your opinions on what we talk about. You know, put it down there in the comment section. Let us know everything. And yeah, see if you guys, let us know also if you guys are enjoying the videos, and we can keep doing this. So thank you guys. We'll see you next episode.
Peace.
Hope you enjoy.